The story of Ananias and Sapphira, Part 3.
Ourselves, glory be to God in the highest, whether we are seeking recognition or genuinely desiring to honor God. In what we're doing, are we trying to seek recognition or trying to honor God? Because with the story with Ananias and Sapphira, it would appear or it looked the way the story, because they offered to sell this because others were offering things, so they wanted to be seen and to be acknowledged, to be supporting the church, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the intent, glory be to God, we need to ensure that it's genuinely desiring to honor God, and not that we are seeking to be recognized, are seeking recognition, because oftentimes individuals are seeking recognition. They want to be recognized, and we have it the wrong way. We get it the wrong way if we are seeking recognition or to be recognized, and it's not about genuine desire or genuinely desiring to honor God in our giving or anything that we do. It's not only about giving, but anything that we do towards the body of Christ, for the gospel of Christ to go forth. And it may take different shape and form. It might be, glory be to God, to help with cleaning the church. It may help with doing, glory be to God, kind of like office activities. Anything that it may or will go towards the work of God. Glory be to God. We have to ensure that we don't have an intent or seeking recognition, as opposed to it genuinely be a desire to honor God. Glory be to God. And we must evaluate, glory be to God in the highest, our hearts, the intent of our hearts. Glory be to God, that it's not pretending or not to be seen or not to be as the giver or the financier or the person who funds the church and the big tither and the person who gives the biggest offering or the seed sower and the rest. And our intent isn't about genuinity towards or for honoring God or the work of God. Glory be to God in the highest. So we must evaluate our hearts. And I say our hearts because I'm not saying your hearts. Glory be to God. Oftentimes when men and women of God or vessels of God get a word, they think it's only for who they are bringing it to. But a word or something may well be in it. For me, for the person who is bringing it. So when I get a word, I see it as a word not only for the persons or the congregation or the pew or whoever is listening, but I see it as a word for me to search myself and say, Lord, is there any fault in me? Is there anything that I need to fix, anywhere that I might be desiring to seek recognition? And it's not about to honor you or honor your work. Is my intent or the intentions of my heart where it should be? Is it pleasing unto you, Lord? Because sometimes, vessels and leaders and so forth, they think that they are so self-righteous and think they're above this and above that, and the rest don't belong to them and all the rest. But glory be to God, it goes for all of us, because the same requisite or requirement for me to make it into heaven is the same requirement that is placed on you, vice versa. The same requirement for you to make it in, it's the same thing for me. So I can't be exempted, and I don't feel exempted. So when I bring a word, I search myself and I say, Lord, help me to identify where I might have gone wrong, where I'm going wrong, and what I need to fix up. Hey, bosundo, and what I need to get wrong. I need to get right, sorry. Anything that is wrong that I need to make right, that I need to get right. Glory be to God, because whether we are leaders, prophets, prophetess, apostles, deacons, minister, reverend, archbishop, doctor, doctorate, whatever it may be. We still need salvation. We still need to go into heaven via the same entry. There's no back door. There is no, glory be to God, no golden ticket. I often say this. There is no, oh, I've got a brother and a sister, or I've got a crew. God, just let them in. Yeah? Just sort something out. Just slide them into heaven. No. Hey, Bosundo. I cannot make no recommendations for anyone. Glory be to God. I say this, I think it was the last time, that if men or man or leaders or persons who might be in authority were to make the decisions and make recommendation in terms of who was, glory be to God, in the highest. Glory be to God in the highest. If leaders and so forth were to make those decisions, glory be to God in the highest, a lot of persons who deserve to make it in wouldn't. Glory be to God, because they would be thinking, oh, that's my friend, that's a tither, that's my family, that's my bestie, that is whatever, and long-serving member and all the rest. And persons who deserve to make it in wouldn't. So thank God that whoever make it, or whether we make it into heaven or not, it's down to the work that we do, and God has the final say. Because otherwise it would be problematic and chaotic and unfair. Glory be to God in the highest. So we must, glory be to God, evaluate our hearts and our intentions in light of this cautionary Bible story, this cautionary event, this cautionary unfortunate situation. Glory be to God in the highest. So in summary, or if I would summarize or try to summarize or sum up this Bible event, or this, event in the Bible that I have just brought about Ananias and Sapphira, glory be to God in the highest, it remains a timeless. It's a very catching event that awes people, and awes people in fear even. So glory be to God in the highest, in regards to the importance of truthfulness, and not only truthfulness but accountability, or being accountable, and also wholehearted devotion, or being devoted wholeheartedly, hey, Bosundo, in our walk with Christ. Glory be to God. So truth is required. Being accountable and even responsible. Because to be accountable shows that we are being responsible. You are being responsible. And wholeheartedly being devoted in our walk with Christ. Glory be to God. And there is a challenge, or it poses a challenge for us, for me, for you, for us to live authentically, recognizing that our actions have spiritual consequences. Glory be to God in the highest. Recognizing that our actions have spiritual consequences. Glory be to God. So be authentic, be truthful, be honest. Glory be to God. Have a spirit of selflessness. Glory be to God in the highest. Even the fruits of the Spirit will help us. Glory be to God. Truthfulness, being accountable, or accountability, and being devoted wholeheartedly. We know that the fruits of the Spirit, as Galatians, glory be to God, love, joy, peace, temperance, long-suffering, glory be to God in the highest, meekness, glory be to God in the highest. So we must understand that these things, the fruits of the Spirit, will help us, glory be to God in the highest, in having these things, are working towards truthfulness, accountability and responsibility, and devotion wholeheartedly in our actions, in our walk with Christ. Glory be to God in the highest. And glory be to God, we see that there is a challenge or there is a requirement, or it's essential for us to live authentically and also recognize that our actions, that there are consequences to our actions. Glory be to God in the highest. So I hope that this has blessed you. I hope it's edified you. I hope it's helped you in some way, shape, or form positively. Glory be to God in Jesus' mighty name. Glory, glory be.